Hello, hello. Hello, Mivazb. Nice to see you. Um, yeah, let me just get ready. Um, share all the things. Get the Twitch app running. All right. There is some noise coming from outside, so I will close the windows. Okay. So today, I will be UV unwrapping Tsubasa, the car that you see in the picture there. Um, and yeah, unfortunately, I wanted to do it yesterday, and um, something that has never happened before happened. I started the stream, and then I realized, my gosh, I'm really tired, and my exhaustion started kicking in. And until then, I was quite excited. I really wanted to do it, but it was half past midnight, and I knew that I won't last much longer. But I didn't expect that it would be so quick. Like literally, I started the stream, and 5 minutes in, it was, and then I said, "Hey, I'm sorry, guys, I have to stop." And so I started the stream, but I didn't really start the stream. And I said I will do the stream today then. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. Hope that that never happens again. I should be smarter next time, deciding when to do the stream and when not. All right. So yeah, today UV unwrapping. So what do we have so far? Okay, let me actually start the stream officially. So welcome everybody. This is the 144th Shakedown stream, and today it's all about Tsubasa unwrapping and texturing. Well, I didn't actually write that this is about the car. There we go. Oh, I didn't start pure ref as well. My bad. So yeah, what we have so far, and I didn't even start Blender. Great. Didn't start anything. Yeah, this was the last thing I did. Was I worked on the rear wing. That is why it is focused here. But yeah, I did actually intend to make something. So Tsubasa is kind of inspired by Legacy, but then I put on a rear wing from the Impreza, and it looks kind of cool. So I think I'm gonna keep the I think I'm gonna keep the wing. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I can also easily remove because it's a separate object as well. All right, so I hope that the chat works. Yeah, because it can on my phone. I mean, and why is Blender not loading? Okay, it's just a little slow because I'm streaming. Okay, so far, this is what I have. I have the model and the window. If I hide it, you can see the the seats that I made last time on my last stream. And you can also see the dash I made, the interior, and the roll bar, which is over here, as you can see. And of course, the rear ring. I did add a lot of details in the last stream. So yeah, fixed the roll cage, made the seats, wheel wells, yeah, fixed. Extend wheel wells so we can pixel paint it alpha. Yes, also, this kind of the wheel well arch, which I extended to make it work with, because if I turn on the backgrounds, there you can see, I basically extended this skirt, as I call it, so that I can pixel paint the alpha when I do the texturing later. So, anything else? Yes, mud flaps. I added the mud flaps, as you can see them here. The front splitter, I didn't actually touch it because I decided that I'm gonna paint all the details. Rear bumper, yes, I've cut this license plate thing, license plate cut, dip, how would you call it? What else? Exhaust, yeah, I've added a little exhaust. It's not very detailed, but it will also, there will also be an alpha or black shape from it's cutting the rear the bumper, but I'm actually not going to cut it in the model. I'm just going to paint it in the hole and hopefully it will look good. Rear view mirrors, I modeled a slightly better ones. They do use quite a lot of polygons though. Compared to the rest of the car. Maybe I need less. Maybe I can pass with less polygons. Like, for example, these ones are basically flat. There we go. Well, yeah, that didn't really change anything. So yeah, I could have just had it like that. And there you go. There. I just reduced the number of polygons a bit. Yeah, and even this one, it looks I don't know. But you know, yeah, also I should say that the lighting doesn't really matter because it's going to be flat colored anyway. Yeah, I'm going to keep it like this and we will solve that if it really is an issue, because it's only really visible in detail from the interior. Yeah. We will kind of improve it if it is an issue. Okay, so Kermit Vibes, hello. Hey man, been checking out your streams because the game looks amazing and your process is fascinating. Thank you. Not related, but do you have any favorite movies and have any influenced your game development in any way outside of Shakedown? Wow. That's an interesting question, for sure. Like every movie I watch, there is some kind of a game idea you can see. By the way, I didn't. Oh my God! I just realized that I got my. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was a wrong microphone sensitivity. Now it should be correct. I'm sorry if you had to like raise the volume up a lot. Yeah, I didn't check the meter. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. Every movie I watch influences me. I don't know. I can't really think of something specific right now. I don't know. Maybe I'll think of it. And of course, it really depends on what genre, so right now, you see this texture that looks terrible. That looks like some kind of a dirt. This is just the texture that I used to have for which I baked on the previous UV mapping, but now it's not used anymore. So we will do a new UV map. And how will we do it? So basically, the first thing I need to do, so basically let's start. I did say less model checks on the last one. And I don't know if there are any model checks to note. Maybe this flat side, but that's going to be UV mapped on like the orthographic anyway. So how do I like to do my UV mapping? This is kind of a so for example, Blender has the feature called automatic unwrap. And well, first off, I will need to apply the mirror, and we are going to use I first have to apply the mirror to be able to, so I'm going to convert to mesh, which basically applies all modifiers, in case you didn't know. So if you want to apply all the modifiers, just go object convert to mesh. You can also do object convert to mesh somewhere here, probably. It is called object. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Convert to mesh. Or it's easier for me to just find it here. So now we have everything to work with. Oh, okay. There is one more thing actually I wanted to do before doing the before applying. But let me actually show you that there is a thing called Smart UV, which is for a lot of things it's enough. And if you do that, it will actually arrange all your textures. Well, it's really hard to see. Can I hide the texture somehow? If I go to alpha, okay, there it is. Yeah. For most of the things, it is quite okay. You can see how it has kind of separated some of the things. For example, this is, I don't know, oh, this is the inside probably, and this is the roof, and this is the bonnet. But yeah, one thing is that it auto packs everything. So it actually uses automatic packing. One thing is that it doesn't it's really not controllable of where the projection lines are actually. So I prefer not to use it. And yeah, one of the things is that for a lot of boxes, anything that is a box, for example, boxy shape, for example, the rear wing, it will turn it into, if I try to use like Smart UV, right? It will turn it into a bunch of cubes, which is not what I like. And and it will turn this into like a super long weird object, for example. And a lot of boxy things, it will always turn them into separate quads because it projects everything. For example, let me actually show you that if you apply it to a cube, right? If I say Smart UV project, it will turn each side. Let me put a little bit of island margin. It will turn each side into a separate quad. But actually, cubes are much easier to unwrap, and you can actually do that by just doing splitting it like this. So you have the top, and then you can also do the bottom like this, and then put at least one edge over here. And now you have one island. All right, mark seam. You can see all the seams around. And what this gives you is that if you unwrap this, you get one island. So everything is connected. You don't have to do separate quads, right? So this is what the Smart UV project doesn't know how to do. So I prefer not to use it for these important objects like a car. I can use it for a lot of other stuff like props, but not for this. Another thing is that I would love to do, I would like to position everything on the UV map in a logical way. So, for example, this side of the car should be on this side, and this should be, so it should be like pointing upright, right? Because that makes it easier, not just for me to paint, but also for all the modders that want to, not modders, but I mean anybody who wants to paint the skin, right? And I want to arrange all the things in a correct manner. So for example, you know, if I have the roof, I don't know what this is. Is this the inside or the outside? I'm not sure. But if we consider that this is the outside, right? I want to put the bonnet kind of over there or something. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, what I prefer to do with cars and objects like this is to manually unwrap them with projections. So this is how I will do this. And I can actually show you how I did it on the other car, Spec 17. If we go onto here, I can show you. Let's just remove the hull. And yeah, if I show you this body, and let me select it, you can see how I arranged it. Everything makes sense. This is one side, this is the other side. This is all the front-facing parts. So, like the front area, the bonnet, this area below the bonnet, the hood or bonnet is like a UK term. This is the rear end, right? This is the everything like this is the underside. The underside can also be smaller because it's not that detailed. And then you have the roof and yeah, and the rest. And then, for example, this is the rear wing. All of the rear wing parts are here. I don't know, these are the wheel wells, so they're all arranged the inside in here, and they're a bit smaller than everything else because it doesn't need that much detail. And yeah, there you go. So I manually arranged that, and that is what is super important to do, and at least for me, right? And anybody who sees this UV can logically see like, oh, okay, I understand what this is. I understand that this is the side. This is where the door is. Oh, I understand that this is the part that is like just below the side of the car. And yeah, and then what you can do is you can go into the parts where I have everything like, whoops, not here. It is actually yeah, well, actually it is in release, but it is in my resources. If I go into Spec 17, you can see that in these textures, you can find the Spec 17 body, and there it is. This is the texture. And when you look at this, you can see like, oh yeah, this is the rear side. This is the front side. This is the hood and stuff like that. And these black parts are all the interior parts, and this is the interior, right? So it's clear once you look at it, where is what. And this is how I like to work. Oh, by the way, this is an untextured version, so you can even do that. You can even paint on this one and save it as body, and it will be loaded into the game. Anyway, in case you didn't know. Yeah, let me actually revert. Oh, well, did I actually fix this? I did. I forgot to save. Cool. Yeah. Anyway, did I accidentally get into the weight paints mode? Because that means it has created. No, I'm not. Okay, good. Okay. So yeah, let me just remove this one as I did because that didn't change anything. And let me just attach this. There we go. Okay, cool. So yeah, this is where we were, and I said that I don't wanna apply the modifiers yet because I want to draw the seams. So yeah, here we have very clear seams, right? We have that this could be the front, and yeah. So now the question is, where do you split the front and the bonnet, right? Where is exactly the point? Well, maybe this one is, this thing here is the best, because this is the top and this is the side. So yeah, something like this. So let's add a seam here. You can see that it has now become red. And can I actually hide the sharps so that we don't see it? I think there is a way to do it, but I don't know exactly how. Sharp edges, I'm pretty sure there is a way to do it somehow, but yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just a little bit of blue here. Yeah, and let me actually use a different matte cap. Let's use let's use a green one so that we can see red lines much better. Hello. Wait. There's a lot of things. Hello, Narwhal Channel. Nice to see you. Ice Cream. Hello, Elkin again. Nice to see you guys. And did I apply? I didn't apply the mirror. Good. Hi, hello. I was wondering why Natsuki wasn't speaking today. Oh, am I? Does it work? It does work. Okay. Okay. In the beginning, it was just volume. The volume was down. Oh no. So you didn't hear me anything? Or you did hear, but it's like, oh, turns out I hadn't turned on my headset. Okay, it's your, don't make me panic here, you know? Don't make me panic. All right. What OS, says Vance Pebble? Why does your OS look weird? This is just Windows 10, actually. It's just, I'm using this, it's called what is it called? OpenShell. It's called OpenShell. You can actually find it on GitHub. And it changes your OS to look like Windows 95. Yeah, so that's... and I find it a lot more usable than the classic Windows 10, by the way. Which other cars do you have planned, if any? Yeah, there will be. Well, there will be some cars, yes, but I'm not gonna say it right away. Which are they gonna be? Because I am also personally not quite sure. Is this supposed to be this sharp? It looks way sharper than it should be. No, it is supposed to be this sharp. I don't know. Could be a little less sharp. Maybe I need another polygon here, but maybe not. Maybe this is enough. Okay. So yeah. So when does, now we have another problem, and where does the front end? Well, does it end here? Yeah, I would say so, because this should be part of the right side. The problem is that we have a split point. We have a split between the headlights. Yeah, but it's definitely, yeah, this is definitely not the front side. It's too much of a glance. So yeah, I will actually cut it through here. Put a seam over here, and this is definitely a seam, we know that. Well, here is a seam as well, but I think it should work automatically. I'm not sure. Well, let's put a seam anyway. So we definitely know that this is going to be a seam. And then oh no, there's a but. Best view, yeah, I keep getting these on my, sorry, wait, I have to kill the bot. There we go. And now, okay, yes. Kill the bot. There it is. Oh, the surprise. Oh, the suspense. Could I humbly recommend looking at... Yes. Well, that is definitely one of the cars. But somebody already made a mod, by the way, in case you didn't know. We got a mod for that already, yes. Really, that is fantastic. I actually have it here, I think. No, it's not here. I need to go to... Yeah, I have it actually. It's just under... I keep forgetting. Okay, there it is. Dev, and then there is a... Yeah, here it is in Kenya, for example. Let me show you. Mud flaps should be bigger. Should they? I don't think so. Okay, I don't know if you can hear the sounds, because I don't hear them. But here it is. Look at it. Somebody has already made a mod. But yeah, I definitely want to have it in the game. I don't hear the sounds, so I don't know where to switch exactly. I'm looking at the yeah. Anyway, there it is. There you go. Drive around. It's made by Circuit, if I'm not mistaken. It's an itch. It should be an itch, the mod, and you can download it and just drop it into your Shakedown folder, and there you go. But I definitely want to have something like this as part of the normal Shakedown. This is, by the way, the cut that you can completely legally do. I didn't hit a bush, but yeah. I'm not a big fan of that cut because the S's there are pretty cool. Let me do the corner and then I will end. I really love this car, and by the way, the physics are actually pretty good. Oh, I made a mistake. Too far. Too far. I braked too late. Yeah. Anyway, yes. And I also forgot to show off the game before talking about it. No, I'm not gonna drive the whole track. Okay. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Violence on the wheels. Of course, it has to brake all the time to be realistic. Narrow Channel says, I feel that maybe more trees should be in the horizon safari, and maybe a few more stage-related objects like cones and tape. Yeah, definitely. I definitely want to improve it a bit. I also want to add a few more roads that you can have some alternate routes through, and yeah, this is definitely the 1.0 version of Kenya, you know. Yeah, I didn't put the tape. Yeah, you have a few places with the tape like this one, but there should definitely be more. Okay, let's go back to unwrapping. So yeah, we have this. Where is the rear? The rear split point. Well, maybe I should have this as the split point. So let's try this. Is it too... Yeah, maybe this is too much on the edge. No, let's not do it. Let's there's gonna be too much deformation. So, oops, no, I didn't want to do any creases. I wanted to do seams. So, yeah, I want to remove seams. Yeah, the problem is that the upper part is actually pretty cool, but the lower part is not. Yeah, and then I'm gonna have a split here with the rear. Maybe I can keep the upper part. Yeah, like this. Yeah, I think this is gonna make it much easier. Okay, yeah, something like that. But yeah, Then you have this little piece, which looks not that good. Okay, anyway, I will think if I should I have this part as a separate polygon? That is also a question to be asked. Or should I just flat project everything? Well, we will see when we actually project and when we see how it looks like. Okay, so this is definitely okay. The top view, I think, should, yeah, this is definitely where the split should be, and then I will include the pillars as part of the top. Yeah, they will not be a separate thing. So just like this, and yeah, and we also have the sides. Yeah, the sides I will put as part. Oh, and we also have the rear view mirror. Well, I think I'm gonna put the rear view mirror as a separate thing. So mark seam here, mark seam here. Okay, so now we made an island here, hopefully, right? Let's see. If we Control L to select all the elements and we click on the seam, no, it doesn't work. Okay, because we have a leak somewhere. We didn't put a seam around everything, haven't we? Maybe there's something else. Wait, somebody said that you should make the mud flaps much bigger, but this is exactly what the size of mud flaps are on the blueprint. So I was just looking at it. So I think they're okay. Still UV unwrapping. Yeah. Well, I just started, so not still. Yeah, so where did I make a mistake? That is the question now. If there is a leak here with the seam, right? There is a leak on the upper part, not... Oh, there is a leak on the lower part as well. Maybe it's this corner here because of my little... Let's see again. Nope. That is strange. This is strange. Okay. This is strange. This really is strange because this should be split. I have a feeling that it is taking into account something over here. There must be a problem here because of the because this is the same vertex. And the upper part seems to be okay. We don't have any holes here. So why? I don't know. Why does it still have holes? I just went through each of these. Right? So, I know. Because of course it's passing through to the interior. Oh my god. I completely forgot I have the interior as well. Yes, so of course I need to have the seams around the glass. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, but the bottom is still problematic. There's definitely something happening here. Okay, so let's unselect all of the inside. And yeah, and I need to unselect these as well. Okay, and this was accidentally selected, I guess. Okay, so those are the things. I'm just gonna split it. Control Y. Nope, it's not Y. It's not Control Y. It's Y, right? Yeah, there it is. So now this side is completely split, which means, well, I should also split the rear view mirror as well. But yeah, it doesn't matter. The problem is that the thing is that we have at least solved the problem of yeah. So what I can do now is that I can just apply. I can connect everything, reconnect everything so that we regain smoothing, except the stuff around there. So if I reconnect, and now we should be able to have detached. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, the most important thing is that I don't attach these. So basically, yeah, what I can do, what I could have done, is I could have just taken this and then deselected the conflicting vertices, which are these. So let's actually try this. I'm gonna take. Why doesn't it want to deselect? Oh, it's control. Okay. And I can now merge everything, and now we're gonna see this. No, that's not the problem. Okay, interesting. So it's not this vertex. It was something else. It was something. Oh, I think I know what the problem is. The problem is this. It's these these ones. Because this is also the inside. Ah, so this is the. Oh wait, this is not the same vertex. Or is it? Yeah, this is probably not the same vertex. Maybe it is now because I moved it. Well, okay. It really doesn't matter. But okay. Yeah, what can I do there? Well, nothing. Let's not do anything. Let's just make sure that this is one. This is one selection. But I know what I know that the cause is the fact that this vertex is the same between the wheel well and the outside. That's the only thing. Okay. So we can also cut we can cut all the windows. That's the thing. We know for sure that these are a problem. So here we go. We have that window. We have this window. There we go. And when it comes to the top, I can take the whole thing. There it is. It is completely separate, which is pretty cool. And I can just project from top. And I think it's going to be fine. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I need to split that. Okay. So should I split the front part? Because, I mean, the bumpers. I'm not sure about that. Maybe I don't need to. Maybe I can just put them together onto one thing. If that is the case, then that makes it so much easier. Okay, for the last thing, I need to split the wheel wells. Okay, whoops. Yeah, we have the wheel wells. I'm also gonna do it like this, I guess. Maybe we can put them on the same. If I do something like that, then they will be part of the same island. Okay, and the interior. So, when it comes to interior, basically, we need to do the same thing. We have the left side. I was just joking about the mud flaps because they are so big. Oh, okay, I see. Hello, Robert Pattinson. Nice to see you. Yeah, and when it comes, yeah, one question is: should the this inner part be part of the interior or the exterior? Right? And that's always the question. Or should it be its own thing? And we have this giant hole here. Also, we can make this part of the same thing. I'm just gonna unwrap. For example, like this. Yeah, I don't know if I should do that. No, let's not do it. Let's do it like this, maybe. And then we can split the interior like that. This is pretty clear. Here. And yeah. And the sides. Yeah, this should be part of the bottom. Okay, maybe something like this, right? And we can make this all part of the same thing. Mark C. Hopefully it will fold into itself. Whoops. Accidental edge slide. All right, and let's do cuts around the windows. Yeah, like here. Well, we can make this part of the interior. But then, yeah, I'm gonna make this cut here. So this is gonna be part of the roof, and this is gonna be part of the side. Yeah. I guess something like this. All right, so let's see if we have cut it. Nope, we still have issues somewhere. Did I cut this upper part? I did. I didn't cut. No, I did cut through here, right? There is a seam there. So this is sealed. This is sealed. This is sealed. This is sealed. The inside there is sealed. We've cut that. We've cut that. And we cut inside here. We have. We're going all the way down. There is a problem. Here is probably where. Yes, there it is. So we have connected. Oh my God, we have actually connected the whole thing. No, we don't want to connect the whole thing. So I'm gonna cut here as well. There we go. By the way, just before I came on stream, forgot to say that I went to a computer museum. And they had a lot of super cool old stuff, which was quite interesting too. And they had all the stuff, all the like 70s, 80s computers working. Well, it wasn't really 70s. I think it's 80s. I think the oldest stuff was from the 80s. They had Sinclairs, Amstrads, and stuff like that. And yeah, they were all working, so I could just play and program on them. And I tried programming on the Commodore as well. I had absolutely no idea how to use it, but then a friend showed it, that you can list your code and you can set you need to write with numbers of lines, basically. It's pretty cool. It's pretty smart, I would say. But yeah, it's in today's terms, it's terrible. Anyway, whoa, dropped my bottle. Everything is fine. It wasn't closed so much, but it was fine. Okay, so we have this as, I don't know if this is good, but we will see. Okay, so this thing is that, this thing is that is good. Yeah, I don't know if I should cut this part. Yeah, I guess I should, because it's kind of weirdly positioned here. Or you know what? Maybe I can just make it smoother, like this. Aha, and all my problems are gone. I don't need to have a vertical cut. I can just have it like this. And now when I project from the top, we will have some pixels there. Cool. Okay. So oh yeah, actually, this is terrible. This is not gonna be great. So, oh look, the interior is actually leaking. The fake suspension is leaking inside. I just noticed. Okay, let's fix that. Let's subdiv. The subdiv is somewhere inside here, right? Yeah, and I don't see it. There it is. Here is my point. And I'm gonna just join here. Oh, it's perfect. And I can just delete this whole side. There it is. And I can delete this. And I can then delete, well, I can at least delete one side of it. So let's join up these. Boom. And yeah, let me also cut this one. There we go. So yeah, it's not cutting through. That's perfect. All right, yeah, let me actually, you know what? I'm gonna cut this part away into a separate island. And how are we gonna do this part? Yeah, I can also just smooth it out a bit. And there we go. Maybe it's gonna be fine. Okay, so this is one island. This is one island. This is one island. Cool. So I think that is pretty much that. I don't know if I should keep this thing as a separate island. That is, yeah. Let's actually cut this through here so that we have this as an island. Okay. Well, that is about it. We have some details to do, but let's proceed with the big boys. So, oh yeah, of course, let's cut it through here as well, so that I have the rearview mirror as a separate thing. Okay, so let's not forget to save. That's the most important thing. Okay, so now that I know that I am going to do that, this side is going to be on a separate island, what I can do is I can look to the side, okay, and I can just say you project from view. Okay, yes, one more thing. One more thing is that I want to try using instead of the Tsubasa body texture, I'm going to use a UV checker. And the UV checker, actually, can we use do we have a UV checker which is just spectrum? No, this is just a spectrum. No, let's do Tsubasa and just replace with UV checker, but we definitely want to make it the closest. Okay, so this is how the texture, the UV checker looks like, and the reason why I use that is so that I can see how the pixels are laying, how much they're deformed and stuff like that. So I select this one, and I'm gonna go into the side view and just say project from view. Okay, and that has created my first island that I can use. Let me actually go to the checker. Okay, there it is. So yeah, is it deformed? Oh, it is actually deformed on the sides. That's a problem. Yeah, and that's exactly where my where my headlight is going to be. So maybe I should turn it into a separate. Yeah, let's try with this one. So this one is definitely going to be a front projection. I'm not going to mirror it because I first need to see which is a good point to be where I should actually cut it, right? Okay, and I can do with the top. I can do another one. Project from view. Yeah, this is the entire top. Let's put it, make it purple so that it's different. For the back, yeah, this is now the question: should everything be or not? And then, yeah, this is all the top. Oh yeah, we didn't do the rear wing, but let's hide the rear wing for now. We don't care about it. Okay, so we can see we also have the license plate, which I completely forgot about. And I guess that one should also be. Let's actually destroy the backside of the license plate because we don't need it at all. Nobody's ever gonna see it. Final last words. Final last words. No. Final words. Famous last words. That's what I wanted to say. Okay. We have that thing. Well, let's make it a different color. Okay. Cool. We have the wheel wells. Yeah, let me just isolate that one. Oh, I didn't do the mud flaps as well. We'll do it later. Yeah, when it comes to wheel wells, right? I did select everything. We're gonna unwrap them like this, so that we have both. So that we have the whole island together. And we'll do the same thing with the back. By the way, the wheel well, the reason why I'm doing this automatic with the wheel well and not projecting is because it's going to be irrelevant for the skin designers anyway. Meaning me. Yeah, I should also. Yeah, but I'm only interested in the big parts right now. So let's see. This unwrap. Should I unwrap or should I project? Yeah, maybe I should unwrap this. Yeah, well, it actually deforms it all the way. That's the problem. Yeah, so instead, I think I'm just gonna project it. So project from view. So it doesn't look too deformed. Take this thing. Yeah, this one we're gonna just unwrap. We don't care about deformations because it's not gonna be mostly visible anyway. It's barely going to be visible. Now let's actually rotate it so that it's facing upwards. Okay, good. Yeah, so now that we have done the big parts, we haven't done this one. Let's do, does the unwrap work? Kind of does, but I think it has made a lot of, yeah, it does have a lot of deformations in the front. But I think we can live with that. I think we can live with those deformations. Let's see over here. Can I unwrap? This one I think is also going to have too many deformations. Or not. Yeah, we could maybe manually align some of the things. Okay, cool. So there we go. Approximately most of the things. So let's see. What about the deformations, right? The problem, my biggest problem is actually here in the front. Because this is definitely like totally weird looking, and it's not gonna match with the problem here is that this headlight finishes over here, and that is the most annoying thing about this view. So I would prefer, looks like my old 99 Impreza. It is similar, you are very close. It's not Impreza, but it's another thing. It's kind of the predecessor, you could say. Do I have my charger here? Yes, I do. Okay, let me. Oh my god, pain, says Robert Pattinson. Why? Why pain? Why pain? This is the fun part. Yeah, and of course these hood scoops, I haven't actually made them detailed. And the antenna, we're just gonna slap it somewhere at the side. So we don't really care about that. And yeah, the rear view mirrors are a separate story. Okay, so when it comes to this deformation, I think, so here's the thing. Let's go into, let's show the backgrounds. The backgrounds say this. So where is the light? Ah, that is where the light ends. Okay, look. So instead of this, I'm actually going to include, I'm going to create a seam, and I'm going to include this light into the side. So this part is going to be part of the side. Does that make sense? Right? So if I project from view this, it's definitely going to be deformed, that's for sure. But now I'm going to take this side and I'm going to extend it so that it looks undeformed. Yeah, I have to fiddle a lot of around with the UVs to get them look decent. Like, this is definitely going to have to be a bit flatter. Yeah, so that we can do our nice pixel perfect headlights. Yeah, and everything needs to be moved slightly backwards, right? If we focus on this. But I do need to modify the bottom as well. Yeah, so it will be a little deformed, but I think we're gonna make it. So yeah, this is where the split is. Cool. Yeah, we just need to match all the, oh yeah, one other thing that I didn't do is I didn't pixel match, I didn't, how do I say, I didn't average island scale. Yeah, because that will now make things have approximately the same pixel density. As you can see, one pixel is the same pixel size as the other one. Okay, so I think this is pretty cool. The back side, we've already solved this there. Yeah, another thing that I have to check, and then we can proceed with actual UV unwrapping, is the top. So right now, everything, the whole thing, let's hide everything else. The whole thing, wait, why is it not, okay, if I invert, strange. Oh, this is the, okay, yeah, invert, hide. Yeah, if I look only at this, right, everything is the same, texture, right? The problem is that here, this is not gonna look great. This is not gonna look great. So, we have to split this somewhere. And where do we actually split? Well, we kind of have to look at the original. Ah, so it's completely black on the side until it meets. Yeah, I didn't forget that. So I'm definitely gonna split it here. That is for sure. Okay, so we don't have any. Whoops, we don't have any issues I'm just gonna split it here. Mark seam, mark seam. And yeah, now I can take this one and I can say project, well, no, not project from view. I'm going to project from view. And then what I can do is I can actually just flatten this to make it follow pixels. Like here. This is always an issue. The pillars are always awful. Everything you try, they will just look awful. So yeah, we need to make them pixel correct. So this is actually something like this. No, wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, the problem is that we have this one vertex that is in the middle. Yeah, and yeah, but the point is we can make it perfect, pixel perfect, if we just move the vertices a bit around, and we don't really care about that. Cool. Cool. Okay, so let's go. You know what? Let me also fix this one. I'm gonna unhide everything. Let's do the scoops, even though they're not very precise. I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna make a seam. Wait, do we need to have bottom planes? No, we don't even have them. That's good. I already cut them. So the only place where we're gonna cut is actually this, this, and this. And now, if we magically unwrap them, if we say unwrap, there it is. We have basically like a cube. Like a cube unwrapping, which is perfect. Okay, for the antenna, we're gonna push it somewhere on the side. That makes sense. Anything else we need to unwrap? Oh yes, the mud flaps. The mud flaps can all be basically just flat, because they're all gonna have the same. Yeah, they're all gonna have the same. Yeah, we don't worry about that. And the only thing that is left, I think the only thing that is left is this thing. Over here, we're gonna do a little bit of a boxy cut. Something like that. And I think it's basically, it's gonna unwrap correctly, right? Right, yes, there it is. I think that's basically it. And then the other side, the other side is interesting because we have two sides. Let's actually isolate it. Can invert, and nope, and I can hide. We basically have two sides, and we don't need this because it's inside a car anyway. And we don't really need. We don't even need this that far. Actually, I'm gonna make a cut here. Gonna make a cut there. Select all. Let's. Yeah, it's a bit hard to work with it. Let's move it by 1 meter down. So why did it not cut over here? What's the problem? Huh? Could not cut. Strange. This is not part of the same. Okay, I did a mistake. Before I do this cut, let's see. Let's move it down. -1. So why is this not connected? Who is it to blame? Okay, two vertices were collapsed. So I guess now it works. Yes. Okay, let's do a cut, and then we don't have this one. Yeah, less things to worry about. Yeah, we can actually cut it here. And that should be it, right? Mark seam. Mark seam, and then this is, okay, and then I want to cut this as well. And hopefully that yeah, this is going to be a very, very big polygon. Yeah, something like that. It doesn't need to be exact. Okay, so let's move it up by 1 meter. It's great. We don't see any holes. Okay, so what we're going to do now. Nice found someone using C++. Okay, yes, but I'm not C++ing right now. I'm modeling, so. Okay. So what is happening is that now we can begin actual UV unwrapping. And why do I say actual? Because this was all done in a mirror mode, right? And I need to unmirror this. So I'm going to save this, and I'm going to apply. I'm going to convert to mesh. Oh yeah, one more thing I didn't unwrap is the dash, but I might do. Oh, and the roll bar. Oh my god, the roll bar is going to be a horror to unwrap. Okay. So let's, and now we can make them actually work. So here's what we're going to do, right? We are now going to assemble all these things in a correct manner. So we start by projecting the bonnet. And I usually put it on the side there. Okay, so that I can see all the parts. Project the roof. Okay. So we have, yeah, we have the roof. We have the bonnet. This thing, project from view. Let's see. We have them here. Cool. Okay, going to the side. Project one side. We already have it projected, but let's do it again. That is one thing, and then we have the other side. Project that. Put it somewhere there. Cool. Then we have the front part, which is projected from the front, obviously. Project from view. There we go. I'm going to put it somewhere there. Project from view this thing. And then that's basically it of the big stuff, the big things. I have the underside as well. I'm going to do that and project from view. There we go. That is basically it for the big stuff, right? Now we have these two, which we want to unwrap. Cool. Okay, yes, let's actually collect everything that we can unwrap. So we can unwrap this one. We can automatically unwrap this, this thing. What else can we auto unwrap? I think that's it. Oh, the exhaust. There is an exhaust as well, which you completely forgot about. Yeah, and we have these two, right? So I'm going to select them all by the seams and say unwrap. And there it is. And yeah, when we unwrap, we can also add some margin so that they're not exactly close. There we go. Okay, yes, and let's actually move them outside. So the reason why I'm moving everything outside is so that we can see what I unwrapped and what I haven't. So this is all the stuff that is not unwrapped. Oh, right. I completely forgot that I have 4 sides now, right? Yeah. Completely forgot there are 4 sides now. Okay, so let me just do that and unwrap them all in one go. Okay, yeah. So what else is left? What is left is the interior, right? Okay, so let's get these together a bit. These are all the wheel wells. Let's put them kind of there. Yeah, let's arrange a little bit so that I just, yeah, these are all much smaller. Yeah, this is the sides. We have the top, we have the front, the rear. we have the underside, and now we have the rest. This is actually one of the bottom parts, right? Yes, it is. And I've already unwrapped it. Ah, yes, it's the other side that I completely forgot about again. Yes, great. Okay, yeah, we have these two. Okay, these two are somewhere here. Where are they? Ah, there they are. I moved them way too far. Okay, here we go. Okay, and now what we are left with are, as I said, interiors. Let's isolate. We have this piece which we can unwrap automatically, and we can see that there is some, yeah, a little bit of weirdness which we're gonna solve later. So this one I said I want to project from the side. I'm gonna project it from this side. Whoops, nope, wrong thing. Project from view. There we go. Oh, right. And I have the other side. I have one side and then I have the other side, which is this project from view. Right. And then I have this thing, which we're just going to unwrap. Okay, I guess that's okay. We will see. I have the roof, which we're just going to unwrap. Can we? Can we just unwrap? Yeah, the sides are terrible. Yeah, maybe I would project from top, project from view. But maybe, yeah, maybe the sides need to be fixed. Yeah, we'll see that. And then I have that rear thing, which I'm going to unwrap. There it is. Is it actually correct? Yeah, let's rotate everything so it makes sense. We have this thing, which I'm going to unwrap. Here we go. And let's position it in a nicer manner. And that's it, I think, right? Is that it? Is that it? So what are we left with? Okay, there's a couple of things. Okay, this is the interior, which I just didn't move. This is the interior piece, which I already did, but I didn't move. This is the interior piece. Okay. What else is there? What are these things? Okay, now we need to figure out. Okay, these are the mud flaps. So yeah, that thing I want to just project from view. So let's take all of them and let's project from view. Actually, no, let's not take all of them. Let's take the front ones. Well, they're actually all already done since I have projected them. The problem, though, is that they are stretched because they're under an angle. But here's what we're going to do. We're just going to scale them up a bit to make them... No, actually, do we scale down or scale up? If they need to be bigger, right? So we do scale up. Okay, there it is, like slightly. Cool, so there it is. We have the mud flaps now. Yeah, the question is, should they be mirrored or not? I'm not sure. So, okay, we got the mud flaps. So anything else? What is this? Who is this? And what are these tiny things? Ah, of course. This must be the rearview mirror. Okay, let's just unwrap it automatically. And I'm gonna just put it. It's terrible, but we don't care about it. I'm just gonna put it to the side. Okay, so is that it? Or is there more things to unwrap? There is more things to unwrap. Okay, so what is this? Who is this? Now it's hunting for the unwrapped UVs. So you can move into this mode, which will actually select the same items. And this is the element mode. So let's see. If I select this, who are you? What? Oh, this is the license plate. Okay, so this is the license plate. We're just gonna project it from view, and I have to make it slightly bigger. Just a little bit bigger because it's under an angle. We're gonna put it on the side there. Okay, what else do we have? What is this? Who this? Who this? What? Why is this panel separate from the rest? Did I accidentally something? Yeah, maybe I accidentally something. So let's just reproject this part. There it is. That should be it. Okay, and who else is there? Ah, the antenna. Let's just select the antenna. It is the complete antenna. Yeah, I'm just gonna project like this, and we're just gonna put it somewhere in the corner, you know, and that should be it. That's it. There's no more islands left, right? That's it. That is all the items, and we have this overlapping. Yeah, well, I need to go back. No. Okay, let's select everything. Yeah. Okay, there it is. Cool. Okay, so now, since we have all the items, what we need to do is we need to average the size of everything, because of course this is gigantic compared to what it is supposed to be. So what we do is we are going to we go to UV and you say average island scale. Let's save before this. Okay, average island scale, boom. And now everything is approximately the same textile density, which is perfect. This is like the magic of Blender. Yeah, as you can see, everything is about the same size. But in reality, we need to make the exterior a bit higher. And of course, the pixels around the driver that is going to see a little bit higher so that it doesn't see the chunky pixels from afar. He is Unity dev now. He is Unity dev. I was always a Unity dev, you know. I just the C++ engine is on the side. Of course, I hate Unity because of the revenue share stuff and just being a public company and doing, you know the usual stuff. But actually, as an engine, it's a great engine. I love it. I love Unity from the engine's perspective. It's like it's just the easiest thing to work in, and it just makes sense. And it's super easy to make stuff, super fast as well. Okay, so what we need to do now, I'm just gonna align this because I don't like how they're not aligned. So what we do now is our next progress is to assemble everything. Assemblage of things. So we have the stuff, we have average, the scale, and yeah. So now we're onto making everything. So these are the externals. These are the internals. We have put them there, right? Let's see. Are these the internals? Yes. And these are the externals. Yes. Nothing on the inside is moving. And what is this? This is the floor inside, right? Yes. So the floor inside, we're gonna put it with the internals. This is also the floor inside, which is right behind. That's good. That's good. Okay, and yeah, so we separate what is inside and what is outside. Now, we also know that these are are the wheel wells, and the wheel wells don't need so much of detail. One thing I can do is I can arrange them so that they're like in a nice box, overlapping like this. So there we go. We have the 4 wheel wells, and I can just pack them together in a smaller way anywhere. This is also, we know that these 2 are the suspension helpers. These 2 are the scoops. We're going to put them somewhere next to the roof. There we go, something like that. So we know that these are all the wheel related stuff, and we can pack them together. Now, the front part and the bumper would be nice to have together. This is the front, and this is the bumper. So yeah, we can put them together like this, with a little bit of a margin, because they directly map onto the same stuff, right? Onto the same, right? That should be it. Yes, it is, and they're exactly matched up. This is a little bit bigger. Yeah. And of course, we need to fix this side here, which I already complained about. So yeah, something like this, and then I'm gonna stretch this so that it's a nice headlight going around. All right, and then we can stretch these as well, something like that. Yeah, let's do it on a pixel. Aha, this is a pixel actually. I'm just blind. Didn't see that this is also a pixel in the middle. There we go. Cool. Well, that is sort of that, except that we should also, yeah, let's also make sure that this is less deformed. Or, well, that it follows the pixels here. Cool. So the headlights are going to be slightly slanted, but that's good. I think that's good. All right, and then we have the bumper. We can actually extend the bumper a bit so that we have less stretch, like this. So that's basically unstretched. There we go. And for the sides, well, yeah, it would be cool to actually match it pixel by pixel. But yeah, let's do it a little bit later. I'm actually going to have to leave in a few minutes, unfortunately, but I will finish unwrapping relatively soon. Yeah, let's at least finish the outside parts. So yeah, I also said that I need to fix this one. Can you edit pixels, mirror pixels in the mirror tool topology? Is it possible to mirror in the view as well? Text tools. I don't see. Yeah, so I have to pick each of them separately, unfortunately. Okay, so let's undeform this. It is actually deformed in the completely other way. Let's do this like that, but I'm gonna something like this. Yeah, and then we have to fix this one. This is so terrible. Yeah, and we need to make sure that these are actually the same. So I can't use, yeah, let's collapse it like this so that these are pixels, straight pixels. And the only reason why it looks so bad is because of this damn vertex. Okay, I'm gonna push these forward. Yeah, maybe actually the whole thing should be flat. Like this. Should I make this flat? That will deform the pixels. But maybe that's, you know, that's easier to edit with pixel formatting. To make it pixel perfect. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, maybe I should. Let's try that. If I collapse this, then the deformation is not that big. The deformation is happening across the roof, though. Yeah, this is terrible, because then I rely on the will of UVs. Oh my god. Yeah. This is not that good. But at least, oh my god, yeah, there's definitely going to be deformation. No, that's not good. But maybe we can do something in between. So we can still have this. Okay, let's collapse this one. Put them out here. Something like that. But yeah, it is still damn, it is still getting deformed. Yeah, I think this is the best that I can do with what I have. The pillars are always the problem. There's no way around it, because there's always going to be some pixel deformations, be it from projecting straight. Yeah, and now we have to solve for the other parts in the same manner. Something like this, again, deformed as hell. Yeah, well, this might not need to be this deformed. Oh yeah, there it is. This looks much better. Something like that. Yeah, maybe I should do that, the same thing with the bottom, actually. If I extend these outside. Yeah, well, everything is complicated here because of these vertices. Okay, there it is. Hey, we have made something that looks normal, looks better, and we didn't have to bend the vertices over here. There we go. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. One more thing. We have these things, which look terrible. Yeah, so there we go. we kind of have unwrapped the car. But yeah, let's quickly pack it. Like, I'm just not gonna quickly pack it. I mean, I'm just not gonna care too much about the exact positioning, but let's do something that might be called packing. So this thing definitely gonna be smaller because we don't need that much detail in the wheel well. Another thing is that the how do you call it? The underside also doesn't need to be too detailed, as we can see, much less detailed. The roof should be the same as the side. What is going on here? Okay, there's no vertex snapping in UV editing, so I'm just gonna have to do it manually like this. Okay, we can put those here. Yeah, let's actually, since we have this hole, we can just put them in there. There we go. We're not using the hole for anything. And we have the hood in the rear, which we're also going to align there. All right. And we have the rear side. The rear is, yeah, let's actually put it up like vertical. And I'm going to put it below the bumper. So something like that. Right? Everything should be perfectly aligned. Okay, so let's put this thing, well, minus the antenna, over here. Okay? We're going to fit that into the cube. And then we're going to fit this right next to it. Yeah, and we have a lot of space. We have a lot of space doing nothing. And this is all the interior. So the interior can also be completely just smaller in every sense. Oh, the mud flaps. The mud flaps are the exterior. We can fit the mud flaps somewhere in here. Can we do this? Yeah. Why not? Something like that. But you know what? They're taking far less space if you put them like this. Yeah. And can we actually collapse them somehow? Like this? I don't know. Or maybe I should just keep them together. Something like that. Yeah, they can fit. They can fit in here. There it is. Perfect. Well, the problem is that these stick out a bit too much. So yeah, we can also just put all the things, squeeze them inside. The antenna, traditionally, I put it somewhere on the side, on the very end. The underside, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so we have this. We have one side. What is this? Wait, this is not correctly positioned, right? Let's see. This is this ending here. I should straighten it up. Okay. This thing, this is the rear. Yeah, that one comes just after this thing over here. And what is this? That's the back side. Okay, the back side we can put on the side. Yeah, can we fit it here? Oh yeah, there it is. Cool. And this is the license plate. So the license plate we can fit anywhere. We can just put it in the windows as well, like here. We should probably put it also bigger so that you can write more stuff. The rear mirrors, yes, we actually need to properly unwrap them, but let's not do it for now. I'm just going to squeeze them in between here. And yeah, let's fit the interior somehow. This is all the interior. This kind of perfectly fits in. Yeah, and let's also make it smaller, because the interior doesn't need to be that big. Let's make it 0.7 times smaller. All right. So there we go. We have to fit it somewhere inside. We have this. Okay, let's not do that. Let's take all the elements. Let me hide the alpha. Hide the color, sorry. Okay, we can actually put all of these here. And, well, we need to put the underside somewhere. So this whole interior can be in here. And I'm simply gonna just rescale the whole thing to fit. I can put it like that. Yeah, and we basically have a lot of space as well, since I'm trying to fit this as much as possible within the texture. Yeah, so this is sort of the maximum. But yeah, we can actually just put maybe one of the parts somewhere else so that we rearrange a bit better. Yeah, but now we don't have the space for these. Can we somehow fit them? If I put them up here, they almost fit. Well, they can be here. Okay, let's do that. So I'm just gonna move that. Just gonna fit these two in here as close as possible. Yeah, what if we do that? What if can I put it in the wheels? No, I can't. Yeah, I think that there's still way too much room, but yeah, let's redo it. Yeah, something like that. And now we can make it a little bit smaller to fit. Okay. And now we have the interior, which can fit in here. We can't fit these, but we can put them over here. Yeah, this one I can maybe put upside down because we don't care so much about and then we also have the underside, which we can split in two. Okay, let's put the underside over here. It fits perfectly. Almost. Wow. This is not really good. It is okay. It is an okay UV unwrap, but it could be better. This is overlapping. This is overlapping. Okay, let's make the interior smaller. And there we go. I think we can now fit everything. Yeah, well, it does fit, but there's far more space. We do need to unwrap. Let's not forget that we need to unwrap the rear view mirrors and stuff. Can I put it in here somehow? Maybe I can just separate these. Yeah, you know what? This is the interior, so we don't really care. Let's separate these. Oh, whoops. Ah, okay. It needs to be the whole thing. Yeah, I don't like that this is now the pieces. Yeah, but it's only it's the middle, so nobody's gonna actually notice this. Yeah, I just realized that as well. And we can straighten it up, but since I'm in a hurry, I won't do it. The good thing is that we can now put these together as close as possible. Yeah, I need to rearrange the whole thing. For sure. And maybe we can even fit them now somewhere in the gaps, you know? There's plenty of gaps. There is one here. And there is one here, but I can't really fit it in there. The underside can be smaller. Let's not care about it. Okay, so there you go. Look, we have so much space left. Okay, so that's my first iteration. That's my first iteration of a UV map. It's not great. We can move this somewhere, and then we can resize. But yeah, the problem is that these are pretty big. These are monolithic. The only way to avoid this is to put one of the big stuff somewhere around. Yeah. Anyway, this is relatively okay. There's far too many. Yeah, but we will add rear view mirrors and stuff. And a few more things. But yeah, with a little bit of we have mud flaps. Oh, we have the antenna. I forgot the antenna. Okay, let's just put it somewhere, wherever. I put it somewhere in the corner. And what is this? Oh, these are the rear mirrors. Yeah. And we have the mud flaps. So there we go. We can put the mud flaps in here. In the gap. Not really. Yeah, well, we can always put them just here. There we go. Yeah, let me actually rotate them. And we can then put them here. Much less space used. There it is. Right, so there we go. We have the rear view mirrors, which are yet to be unwrapped. We can also resize the interior and make it a little bigger, but that's it for like the first iteration. Okay, I can actually put it just here. There we go. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave, but before I leave, I want to test it out. And I'm gonna test it out by actually baking something to this texture. So let's take the texture, right? I'm gonna I'm gonna switch it back to let's save this. I'm gonna switch it back to the Tsubasa body. But I'm gonna use the text tools and bake I'm gonna bake a UV map. Let's try it, huh? Should I bake a UV map? Sorry, an AO. Or should I bake a full lighting? Let's try the AO first. Preview texture. Oh no. No, I'm not gonna preview the texture. I'm gonna bake it. Let's see how long it takes. Did it happen? There it is. It's barely visible. Yeah, this is, well, it's barely visible, but it works. It's barely visible because, oh, you can see the, yeah, because I didn't put my big rig on. I didn't turn on the bake rig, which if you bake it with that one, what happens is that then you get a shadow from the bottom as well. But we can see, yeah, there it is. There it is, and let's make sure that this is flat. Look at that. We have it. We have it. It's working, except it's not pixelated, but we can make it later. That looks pretty good. And now what we can do is we can paint on it. You can see the shadow from, yeah, this looks awful. Ugh, okay, I have to remap the inside. Definitely, the inside. I have to re-UV the inside. But this is not bad. Even this space around the license plate is pretty cool. Oh, there is a little bit of an issue with the mud flap. There is a little bit of an issue with the mud flap. I think it is because it's projecting on both sides. Yep. I think I'm gonna have to split the front and the back. Okay, let me actually try to bake with my setup here. So instead of AO, I'm going to use a color. Where is that base color? No, there should be shadows. Yeah, shadow. Let's try shadow. If that works. I can't actually remember what I used for Spec 17. Did I use a shadow? Because the shadow one uses scene lights, basically. That's the point. And I have a vertical scene light, which should create a sort of a fake lighting effect. Let's see. Preview. Oh, what happened? I don't think it's good. I think the light is maybe too strong or something. Okay, let's preview. Yeah, let's do the AO instead. The ambient occlusion. I think this is actually what I used on the Spec 17 as well. But here's one of the things. I do need to activate the other wheels so that they will correctly blend in. Yeah, the problem here is the shadow from the mud flap is the same as on the rear. because there's a wheel. Yeah, it makes a mistake because it doesn't know how to exactly render it. Yeah, it is a bit of an issue. Oh, I completely forgot. Of course, we need to include the dash, and we need to include the roll bar. We need to include the roll bar as well into the UV map. Yeah, which is going to take some time to unwrap and everything. But there we go. There we have the first view of the unwrap, and I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Yeah. So there you go. We have something that looks like... Yeah, I love this shadow of the roll bar. I do have to say. And yeah, let's actually save that as Tsubasa. Tsubasa body. Let's do it as a Tsubasa body. And I'm gonna reload Tsubasa body. But let's see the color in alpha. There it is. Look at that. It's much better than what we had before. And I'm gonna reset. I'm gonna turn off preview. And there it is. It's actually pixelated now. Yeah, maybe we can... Yeah, there is a few moments where I should remove the pixels or something. But yeah, there we go. Oh, there is a little bit of a problem here. I do have to align the vertices a little bit. And of course, unwrap the rear view mirror correctly. The rear side looks okay, except for this thing. I think it's also to do with the alignment of pixels. This is where the exhaust is. Right, I have to do the exhaust. Okay, let's not forget everything. Left to unwrap. Okay, we have exhaust. We have the roll bar. We have mud flaps need fixing. Mud flaps need fixing. What else is the problem that I can see here? Oh yeah, of course, rear view mirrors. Rear view mirrors. Dash, of course. The dash needs to be unwrapped. And we have, besides the dash, we also have seats, which we need to be included in the texture. So actually, the thing that we did, where I was trying to pack as much as things possible, we do actually have a lot of stuff to add, like the dash, which needs to be quite detailed. So that's going to take up a lot of space here. So maybe I shouldn't really optimize, this early, because there's plenty of things that I completely forgot about. There's plenty of things to add. Oh, this looks awful. I need to align these. And yeah. So for now, this is it. Oh yeah, we have to... One more thing is UV B and C pillars. No, it's only the middle pillars needs... Oh, on the inside. Oh, all pillars needs to be UV'd on the inside. Yeah, the inside is terrible because the driver is going to look through here. And if the driver sees these diamonds here, my God, it's going to be awful. So yes, we need to fix these diamonds. For sure. Okay. So there you go. We have our first iteration of the ambient occlusion, which of course we're going to work on and paint in more details And when I work on the texture, I'm gonna paint in even more details which are not visible in the mesh. But you know, ambient occlusion actually really helps to add some automatic detail to the car. Anyway, yes. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I might be back in a few hours UVing. I don't know, but maybe I will just finish off stream because I'm kind of I love doing UVing with some music and just focusing on just zoning out until it's done. So maybe I'm gonna do it off stream, and then I might do texturing on the next stream. So yeah, thanks for joining. See you next time. Tsubasa flashbang. Why do you say flashbang? Okay. Because it's so white. Okay. Anyway, yeah. See you next time. Bye. I didn't even play the game. I didn't even show you the game. Didn't show you the I did actually play with the Delta, right? But I didn't with Tsubasa. This is the previous. This is the automatic unwrap. You can see how dirty it looks. Yeah, and this is with the rear wing. This is how I actually added. This is what I did on the last, well, in the last stream when the real stream. Yeah, I just tested all the models by automatic unwrapping. And yeah, this is the new roll bar and everything. And yeah, looks pretty cool. Can't wait to finish it and just publish it. I wonder if I should publish it as a mod for the existing game, or should I just include it? Maybe I can even publish it as a mod, as an official mod that you can download. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. Goodbye. Whoa, that was perfect. And I crashed. You got hit a tree or something. Yeah, I did. You leaving? Nice. Wait, hold on. Erade dev. Who is erade dev? I've never raided. So yeah, I don't know. Erade dev. I don't know. Can I do a raid from raid channel? Oh, I can do it. Who? I don't know who is erade dev. Tower defense game. Yeah, sure. Okay. Let's raid. Channel raid. Okay, there it is. All right. We have it. We have raided the channel for the first time. You should get along. Yeah, I just saw some, he's making some tower defense game. All right. I'll just go get ready. For my trip. So, did it work? Did the raid work? Hopefully. Hopefully it did. Okay. Yeah. Bye bye. Didn't work. How come it didn't work? I just did it. Huh. Strange. Well, I did click and I did say I read dev. And I did say start rate. And it did say 90 seconds. And there, I tried again. I tried again, so. But yeah, I really have to go. So, see you next time. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe. Not sure. Okay, bye. Now, for sure. Bye. Welcome, Raiders. Nothke is raiding with a party of... Oh, okay. So... Didn't raid work? Welcome, Raiders. Okay, wait. So, why am I not getting this? Why am I not getting this on the stream? Raid Dev gave you a shout out. Okay, so Raid Dev gave me a shout out. Yeah, I can't follow this now. Wait, did that work? Obviously it worked because I can see it in the stream chat. He's not here, I'm afraid. Oh, okay. But I do have like activity says that iRed Dev gave me a shout out, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm confused with this raiding stuff. I did get a few raids, which was cool, but yeah, I really have to go. So, oh, I'm raiding again. Yeah, because it tried. So okay, there is this like time. How do I say? There is this countdown. Oh, hello there. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. So I was told that I should raid you. I don't know. Roared Pattinson here suggested, but I'm kind of in a hurry, so I have to go. I was just UV unwrapping this car today. So, in case you're wondering what I was doing. Yeah, there it is. Nicely packed. But there's a few more things to do. Yeah, anyway. And here's the game if you want to see quickly. If you are here. Okay, I say how I need to go. I'm sorry if the audio doesn't work. That's a bug. But this is the unfinished model that I haven't updated yet. But yeah, you can slide around, you can drive fast, you can compete. Well, you can't compete, you can compete with times. But anyway, yeah. So, I really have to go now. So see you next time. Bye. How many times have I said? Custom engine, yes. Custom engine, yes. Next time I will be more ready for raids. And now I know how it works. Okay. See you.